there's a lot of pressures on writers and was it going to make money and all that stuff. And I feel that, and I would love to get your point of view on this. As writers, if you ask the question, "Is this going to make money?" You're dead in the water. You can't. I mean, unless you're being hired to write something for a studio for $100 million, that's a different ball game. And even then, you shouldn't think, "Is it going to make money?" You should. What is it going to be in service of the story? What can I do?
Absolutely.
That's how certain movies in the studio systems kind of sneak through, like the whole Batman trilogy that Nolan did.
Yeah.
They all made a lot of money, but boy, did he sneak in a bunch of stuff that normally is not in a studio movie.
Absolutely.
So would you agree with that?
So yeah, I think I would agree with it 100%. And actually, one of the things in my book is that I'm hoping that writers can write stories that kind of really matter to them. And they don't have to think about like, oh, is this going to make money? Because, look, okay, this is a really big aim, but I've got a feeling you may have similar aims. Is that I feel that a lot of the stories, especially feature films that we're seeing nowadays, not all of them, but a lot of them are just like, let's make the next, look, I love the Marvel movies, but, let's make the next Marvel movie, let's make the next thing. And people don't always they're scared of walking on a limb and telling something that matters to them. And these stories that we create are quite fragile. And often these stories, the fragile stories, are the ones that I'm hoping that the book will help tell. Because we all have these stories that come to us sometimes. And they're like these little golden chickens that come and they're like, we've got to tell you, we've got to kind of make this little chicken grow. And it's this kind of fragile thing that we create. And then we kind of, we're afraid that as soon as you start, like you said, as soon as you start thinking about money, it's, is this going to make money? You're already in service of something else. You're not in service of what the Hamilton guy was in service of when he wanted to make Hamilton. That was something totally different. I don't think at any point he was like, is this going to make money? Because if he really thought that, he probably would have gone no, and he would have stopped, right? Because it was so crazy.
Right.
But he was in service of something else. And this is kind of what I'm hoping the book will help is people who are in service of these stories that matter to them and that matter to the world. That's the other thing about the Hamilton stories was so timeless because he was resonating with his own truth in that moment, and bam, there it was, and it was so timeless. It was just kind of perfect. Yeah. So it's a long kind of answer to your question, but I do think that it's not, you can't ask, is it going to make money? It's just it's going to kill you.
You're done.
There's something else. Yeah, you're done.
I think you're putting too much pressure on the actual art. If you cannot allow the art to grow and be what it's going to be, to a certain extent, look, if someone gives me $200 million, I'm not going to just like, hey, let's figure it out. No, I'm not that. There's a physical responsibility. But at the end of the day, if you are honest to the story, you are in service of the story and what you're trying to do, money comes regardless of what you're trying to do. Without question, I feel so many filmmakers and screenwriters put so much pressure on the art. Like, this is the script that's going to blow me up. This is the movie that's going to get me that agent that I've been wanting.
No.
You can't do that. And but because I talk to so many filmmakers and I see so many screenwriters and I see the guys who succeed and the girls who succeed, and none of them ask the question, is this going to be making money? They did it just because they wanted to do it, and that's where you need to. And it's hard to be there. It's hard to get there. It really is.
Oh yeah. No, it's really difficult. I mean, it's really, really difficult. And I think it's like, like you said, it's not like, oh, fragile, or I'm an artist. It's actually almost the opposite of that. It's like I'm working hard at these wells. I'm digging in them all the time. I'm making them available. And here's my ideas, and here's my script, and it's great, and I love it. Oh, and here's another one. And let's do this one. And it's kind of like constantly working at being freer and loosening yourself up so that these stories come and that you can kind of keep on doing them in a way. Because otherwise it's just it's this one script that you're holding onto for dear life and hoping it's
for 10 years. Yeah. Anytime I meet a screenwriter, he's like, "How many scripts have you written?" He's like, "Oh, I've got this one," and I'm like, "Is that it?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's the one." I'm like, that's a rough. You've got you're basically telling me. Yeah, so have I. I mean, I've had that one short film. I've had that one script, and it's like then you're telling me you only won one swing at the bat. When you go up to base, you got one swing, and that's it.
Yeah.
You got no other swings.
I think, If there's one thing that I think your podcasts also communicate really clearly, is it's not one swing of a bat. No ways, man. You got to stand up there. You got to hit that ball constantly. And then when you're really exhausted and tired, and you think you can't hit this ball anymore, and you want to give up, but you still want to hit it, then you know that you're a baseball player or a screenwriter. You know,
Exactly.
if you know you still want to write the story. I mean, I've written quite a lot of features and I've written a lot of television, and I keep thinking to myself, when is this going to end? You know, but the stories keep coming, and
Because
I do want to keep telling them.
and that's a
You know?
wonderful place to be.
Yeah.